Andrew Garfield has not been this excited to talk about the future of Spider-Man since the release of The Amazing Spider-Man 1. But now he gave an interesting update where he's all up for it and he says, yes, he's willing to make another Spider-Man film. And now this officially, I think, changes everything. So this comes at us directly from Variety, who got to talk to Andrew Garfield in regards to making his return as Spider-Man a reality in Spider-Man No Way Home. And of course, they brought up the idea and the rumors of The Amazing Spider-Man 3 and his future as Spider-Man. So this is somewhat of a long quote, but I am going to read the entire thing. So Andrew Garfield said, and I quote, "I mean, yes, definitely open to something if it felt right. Peter and Spider-Man, those characters are all about service, to the greater good and the many. He's a working class boy from Queens that knows struggle and loss and is deeply empathic. I would try to borrow Peter Parker's ethics work frame in that, if there was an opportunity to step back in and tell more of that story, I would have to feel very sure and certain in myself." End quote. So there it is right there. Yes, he said yes. He's open to it. The idea's got to be good. It's got to make sense, and he's got to agree with what they're doing, which to me, this is exactly, the reason why he left. And I think most of us know this as a fact because he didn't like what they were doing and he just decided to walk away, and he was willing to throw away an entire career in Hollywood over his vision of Spider-Man being completely, ruined by Sony. And I think this is a honest power move by him, just talking about it being like, no, if I come back, you meet me on my terms, not me bending over backwards to do what you want because you're forcing me into it. And it's a smart move because right here, he essentially puts the ball into Sony's court and says, it's your move, it's your shot. What do you want? So I honestly really am now more optimistic about anything related to his future than anything before from any scooper, rumor mill, or anything that was ever said. Now, quite obviously, this is not a confirmed yes, we're back, we're doing it right now. Some people might try to spin it as that. There's going to be, I guarantee, some sort of scooper or somebody on Twitter that says, actually, I heard they've already agreed and there's already a plan and it's happening. They're just going to be doing what everybody does that anybody with a brain can do, and that's take a stab at it and hopefully it's right. And if he's willing to, this means Sony's move will be, well, let's start a conversation. You guys see what I'm saying here? So a conversation will spawn from this, and guarantee something's already happened, especially due to that great reception of everything we've heard. Now, again, it's going to be a while before anything can happen optimistically. They're not just going to jump straight into it. Or, as some people have suggested, maybe they already have started a conversation, but again, nobody would know about that. But I do believe that everything is coming up Amazing Spider-Man right now, which, if you want a third film in that franchise, this is the closest we've gotten to anybody saying, well, I will do it. And it helps that it's the star of the film. Now, of course, there's tons of other things that you have to make a reality to get to the point where it is something that is happening. But this means that something can happen now, which certainly 6 months ago, we were nowhere near here. So let that sort of, paint the picture of how willing people are to, put the past behind them and move forward in search of the greater good and money. Don't forget the money. So yeah, what do you guys think? What's your feelings on this? Does this excite you? Do you want it? Let us know down below. So thank you for watching that video, and if you've ever wondered what that little join button is on YouTube, well, that is our membership section, where for a few additional dollars a month, you get exclusive discussions as part of our podcasts each and every week, audio commentaries, let's plays, discussions on canceled comic book films, topics that are a little bit too sensitive for people on YouTube, such as controversial things happening in media, and a lot more. So check out what we offer by clicking that join button.